Now, this is 10 Tampa Bay Sports.
You know, there's probably a lot of teams that get to this position and feel like they had an unbelievable year. And for us, it's disappointing because we know what we have in there, and we know that feeling that they're having over there right now. It's the best in the world, and, you know, sometimes you forget the other side of it.
Well, we asked Steven Stamkos after the game what to do and sum up this run, and he said, "Who says we're done?" And he's absolutely right. We got an unbelievable experience here with the Bolts, and he's not wrong. Almost everyone from this Stanley Cup Final run is returning. The only three question marks are these guys: Andre Palat, Nick Paul, and Jan Rutta. We think one might return, maybe two, but it's probably an either-or scenario between Paul and Pally. So how do fans digest this moment? We haven't seen this team lose a series since before the pandemic, and the thoughts after that Columbus debacle in 2019 are nowhere near what we're saying today. First off, the Lightning went through 3 straight 50-win teams before falling to a 4th. No Stanley Cup champion since the tie was eliminated has ever beaten more than 2. This reminds me of the 2018 Cavaliers and LeBron James, a moment where making it to the finals was so remarkable given the circumstances that it felt like a title victory. It felt like they extracted every ounce of their being to make it that far. Now, having said that, after LeBron was done, he fled to L.A. Even when the Lakers won 3 in a row 2 decades ago, the last three-peat in the 4 main professional sports, that unit was fracturing. This group did not splinter. They didn't give up when winning 2 in a row would have been the easy out. They actually dug deeper than they ever had to before with the first 2 cup runs to put an Eastern Conference Championship banner up inside Amalie Arena. Only 2 other teams in NHL history have ever won 10 or more playoff matchups in a row. These guys were unreal. And yet it stings. It stings badly because only once in a lifetime does a team of this magnitude get to do something so extraordinary. And they spent most of their games doing it without their clutchest postseason player in Braden Point. And let's not forget, the Colorado Avalanche were one of the more dominant championship teams we have seen in quite a while. It took an elite squad to dethrone the champs. The Avs went 33% on the power play in the postseason. They had 10 comeback victories, lost a total of 4 playoff games, with only one of those being on the road. As John Cooper put it last night, they met their match. The Tampa Bay Lightning gripped onto that cup for as long as they possibly could, but in the end, they gassed out, and by no fault of their own. Pat Maroon said, "We are going to be shocked when we see the injury report from these players, and that is going to add another remarkable layer to this ride."